Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
So I says to the guy, "Fuck you!"
What's the deal with airplane food? We're showing Billy. Billy. What is up, everybody? How's
Mostly
everybody
on
doing?
camera.
Yeah. Let's see. Paul, Sunshine. Who else do we have in here? Swampy was probably in here. We don't care about Swampy. I don't know if anyone else was here because my phone doesn't show it at the moment. But welcome everybody to D&D Night. Why are you whispering? Just do you have something to share with the whole class?
No, and that's why
He's
I'm
not
whispering, because I don't want to share
He's
with
not
the whole
here.
class.
I'll let you know when
Okay.
he...
Egg
he
is
shows
not
up.
here.
No, that's not.
No,
She is.
I wasn't asking about Egg.
What? Now I'm...
No, more talking and then people will hear.
Anyways. He is a loaf of a cat. He's not a loaf. Come on now.
She's just a baby.
He's just a baby. That's the cat that doesn't meow properly.
I know, I wish they could hear him.
He
now.
quacks. Yeah, he quacks.
It's hysterical.
So, he's a quacker. But what's up, everybody? Let's start again, shall we? What is up, everybody? We're starting slightly early. Actually, technically on time for once. We don't normally start the D&D stream on time. It's probably why there's hardly anyone in here right now. So,
And I have work in exactly 8 hours.
yes. So we'll be making sure that we keep Crono up as long as possible. We will be continuing our D&D campaign. We were hanging out in New Yorkshire, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's where we ended with our party. We'll go ahead and introduce ourselves here real quick, and then we'll get started real quick, because Crono is bitching that he has to work tomorrow. But I only get like 5 hours of sleep every night for work. So, over here we have our DM. As most of you know, Crono. He plays Dirty Bomb with us, and he's also a part of our Final Fantasy XIV raid. I am, of course, the most important person, the streamer, Void Forever. How's everybody doing? Across from me, and my character, excuse me, I am the party's rogue, as we always do introduce ourselves. My name is Bob Bok Stabor. Not a play on words, it's a real name. Across from me is mine and Crono's mother, Mama Void. She is playing
Marin, who is a noble druid wood elf.
She's added noble to it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I turn into a lion.
That's a lion!
What kind of a lion?
Oh,
Yeah, I tripped you up, didn't I?
yeah. What is that?
Starts with a D.
A dread lion?
No.
Um,
The band that did Sultans of Swing.
I don't think she knows that.
No, I do, but
You do?
I know that song. I'm old. I know all the music.
Uh-huh.
Now what? Dire.
Yes! And what is the band that did Sultans of Swing?
Not Dire. Dire Straits.
Wow!
Okay. Alright, stream's done. Thank you, everybody, for participating in Trivia Night. She's a dank lion. Yes, that's what it is. She's a dank
A
lion.
dank lion.
Alright, also across from me is the lovely Morgue, as most of you know, Gamer Kire.
Why are you sucking up?
I'm not sucking up. I say that every single time. We can go to the video, alright?
I know.
You can't
that's
prove
so
it.
Funny.
We can't prove it.
Can't prove it.
Also, my girlfriend, although she doesn't want to admit it, she is playing. I will introduce her character because she doesn't like to. She is playing a nameless Dwelf Ranger. So she's kind of a murderous, nameless, crazy person, pretty much like in real life. And off to my left, we have Catzi, who is also part of our D&D, or excuse me, our Final Fantasy raid group.
D&D.
She is begrudgingly married to Crono over here.
We feel sorry for her every day.
Your character?
I am Ozzy, the Vengeance Paladin.
Vengeance Paladin. So that is our characters. That is who we are. Lions can't be dank. What's up, man? How you doing, Drop Bear? And Warrior Cat is here too. All right, so I think we're good to go. You may.
So I'm going to part the veils of reality. So we can part. And just as a recap for the previous session, so you guys had returned back to New Yorkshire from your trip to Baltimore and found it under siege. You ran into an old friend that you, Bugs Bunnied?
Yeah.
Yeah, you Bugs Bunnied Juan. Found an old friend, Juan, who was hiding amongst the death at the docks. And found out that, unfortunately, your good friend, Giuliani, running for mayor, was kidnapped by the evil alchemologists that have besieged the city.
So technically, he's not currently running for mayor.
We could still currently be running for mayor.
I mean, the city's fucked up,
Yeah. But he's
maybe
gonna
he
clean-
doesn't want to
He's
be
going to clean
mayor.
up those streets if he becomes mayor. He will.
Now he's got streets to clean up.
Yeah, now he really does. Juan was able to lead the group to where, at least in the market district, a resistance fighter, resistance force was currently trying to defend the city, led by Harry fucking Sterling. And
The man is just...
yeah, he's impressive. Yeah.
And his magic shoes.
You discovered that he's a river dancer. He's got the ability to river dance, so good for...
It's kind of like a dancer from Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, kind of. You know, and a bard.
And a
both.
bard simultaneously, yeah.
He's got bard, or actually it's probably dancer is his sub job.
So, yeah. So good old Harry Sterling is leading the good fight, along with your good friend Colombo. Franklin Colombo managed to make it out of the station unharmed for now, where currently at the Rainbow Bridge. So your investment is sound, and much to McFlanagan's, she's very pleased that his store is still standing, doing well.
Yeah.
And probably going to bring in a lot of good business, being known as the business that fought off the alchemologists, right? He's
Well,
already working on that banner right now.
Not to mention,
Say, what have you painted on the window? Or
not to mention, he's the only business left standing at the moment.
Well, there's that too.
I mean,
So we left off where you guys had just fought off a group of alchemologists and fought a particularly strong foe called a transparent, which Morgue decided to call a fucking Jedi. Thank you for doing that.
It's Jedi.
He's not a Jedi.
It's fucking Jedi.
He's not a Jedi. He doesn't have a lightsaber.
not yet.
Yet. After you guys fought that guy off, you made a couple of new friends. There was MC Hammer, the Warhammer wielding dwarf.
him.
Yeah, that dude.
That
He had scaffolding fall on him, and he still popped
he
his head
popped
out.
his head right out.
Yeah.
And
He was-
watched as Robert was slamming the dude's head into a fiery scaffolding.
I was a little angry.
Where
All right,
he thought it was awesome.
yeah.
Like, he
I
really-
think he and I are going to become good friends.
He appreciated your
Enthusiasm.
Yeah. After that, one of the alchemologists actually did manage to escape. He was like, you know what, fuck this shit, and booked it. And we ended with you guys kind of going into the inn, talking to Colombo, where Colombo basically was talking about fighting back and sending a force in to try and just take down the kingpin, essentially, the leader, who you're assuming is Thomas Cruise, leading the fight from the alchemologist compound in the Nobles District. What we didn't really talk about or get to, because we ended, is Colombo, so this is where we're going to kind of begin, is Colombo is continuing to kind of tell you additional details about what's going on in the city, because it's a fairly large city, and Colombo has explained that he really only knows what's going on within the Markets District and maybe some of the Nobles District, because their forces are pretty thin as far as the guards go.
I was going to say those are the only areas they've been able to hold. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Colombo he goes on to tell you that there has been a lot of isolation for the citizens, so a lot of them are holed up in their houses, trying to stay safe from the attacks from the alchemologists. The nobles district actually has, there's a lot of nobles there, and the nobles actually have their own sets of personal guards. So a lot of the nobles are holed up in their homes as well, but Colombo has managed to actually wrangle the assistance of a particularly illustrious nobleman, which you have some experience with in the past. Your good friend, Kanye.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
And he tells you that Kanye happens to be up in the honeymoon suite, actually, currently.
Of course.
Is he honeymooning during this terrible time?
No, but it just happens to be the best room in the.
Oh.
in the
Plus,
inn.
it's the best place to tweet. He's sending out birds.
Yeah,
He's
so-
tweeting from.
Oh.
I mean, it is medieval, so.
No, I get it.
But he's still tweeting.
He's working on his new record.
Is that what he's
doing?
doing?
Is really what it is. Yeah.
He wants Harry Sterling to.
Oh yeah, he would really like Harry Sterling to lay down a track for him.
Yeah.
So.
Lay down some fat beats.
So Colombo does tell you that they should have the assistance of Kanye and his honor guard to assist with the attack. His plan is, especially with you guys now here, to
Take
basi-
over our group and be the boss?
Colombo.
No.
He is your boss.
Do Kanye.
Oh no! Kanye is
Oh,
not. No.
okay.
Colombo.
All right.
Colombo has an idea to basically take the current resistance force and instead of sending them out to do guerrilla tactics for the day, to instead, once alchemtologists leave the compound, send in a huge strike force to
Okay.
try and take out the guards that are left at the manor, and then have a smaller force move in, which would be your guys's role in that. So with Colombo's resistant forces and Kanye's forces, they think that they could really send them in to distract the majority of the alchemtologists, so you can go in and strike on Thomas Cruise, recover whatever magic item is causing the resurrection of these.
Because remember, they're getting up.
alchemtologists. Yeah. That was one of the challenges, and why the alchemtologists were able to do as much damage as they did is
Yeah,
because
'cause
even
they
though
keep
they were
getting
felled
back
by
up.
the guards, they would get right back up again
Okay.
because
But
of
Harry
some...
Sterling figured it out.
Yeah, Harry figured it out though. Just cut the fuckers' heads off. And he's got a bitchin' fucking like Celtic looking sword that he carries around.
Some kind of a claymore, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
That he hauls. Well, he has an African American haul around for him. That is.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it is Harry fucking Sterling.
It
You
is.
can't-
Well,
mean,
when
he's-
he's in battle, I mean, he's a dancer / bard. He doesn't
He
use.
doesn't have time to use that sword.
No.
He uses it after the fight to cut some heads.
The flute
That's
is
true.
two-handed as well. He can't do both.
It is. Yeah.
It is. It's a two-handed weapon.
I mean, he's got a flute holster. He can't have a scabbard.
I do
as well,
remember
yeah.
that he had his flute in a holster.
I don't know that I've ever seen a claymore with a scabbard. Like, maybe a leather loop on the back where you can fucking pull it out
It's more
of.
of a bastard sword.
Okay,
It's, yeah,
alright.
it's more of a hand and a half sword. It's a two-hander.
All right.
So that's where where we're beginning, where Colombo is kind of giving you insight into the situation, and as you guys are all kind of huddled around a table discussing what the plan really is, the plan of action is for the morrow, when you notice Kanye stepping down from the landing. He steps in and he's got his cloak and he's standing. He just kind of looks around. And Colombo gestures up to Kanye and says, "Oh, he's got his cigar in his hand. There he is now. There's the man." And Kanye just kind of, "I'm Kanye."
Can I shoot you in the head?
You have no idea how much more I hate this man after the last 2 weeks. Anyways.
We'll make it look like an accident.
Yeah, make it look like... Oh my god, that arrow just fell into his head. No idea what happened. So, are we going to use... Is Kanye helping with this attack in any way, shape, or form?
As you start kind of talking about that, Kanye goes up and goes, I'm gonna let you finish. But if you're gonna use my people, I think I need to really get something out of this. So
talk to Colombo.
Colombo's like,
Give him Juan.
fucking
Give him
That
Juan.
would be cruel to want to have to go with.
Kanye is too good for Juan.
Maybe Harry Sterling would be willing to lay down that fat beat for your next track.
So you can hear Harry going.
As he looks.
So he kind of glances over, and he twirls his flute and he holsters it and he kind of.
It's the first time you ever missed a note. You must
I
be
said
upset.
maybe. I didn't say you would.
So you want to try and convince Harry to lay down a fat beat?
Well,
for,
okay, wait.
Kanye?
Kanye, what do you want?
I'll take that.
Uh-oh.
The fat
The
beat.
fat beat, yeah. Do you know how popular he's almost as popular as I am.
Yeah.
Because I am to Kanye.
Except he can actually kill people. But anyways,
Really, I made Harry who he is today.
did you?
I did, yeah.
Really? That's interesting. I'm sure Harry would not agree. But yeah, I guess maybe we should try and convince Harry Sterling.
Convince Harry Sterling to lay down a fat beat.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to convince Harry to do this for Kanye?
Well, first of all, we're going to explain to the stream that I have a cutlass. I have a cutlass that gives me, what was it? Was it +1 to charisma? Or how
It's advantage on on persuasion checks.
Okay.
If you talk like a
If-
pirate.
if I
when
talk
you-
like a pirate.
When you do the persuasion, yes.
So I'm going to have to use persuasion, most likely, because you don't seem that into it. And yes, my
Mr. Sterling does not appear to be interested in laying down a fat beat for Kanye.
Kanye. So we will have to talk like a pirate in order to use the persuasion.
I'm ready for this. Because usually it's me stumbling over terrible accents. So I'm genuinely
Well,
interested.
pirates don't necessarily have an accent,
Sure.
but okay. So I'm going to walk up to Harry Sterling,
Okay.
and I'm going to start out with the hearty "R, matey." Methinks you. Methinks you should lay down the fat beats for Duke Kanye over there.
That's pretty funny.
We needs take back our city, matey.
Persuasion check.
Persuasion check, yeah.
With
figured.
advantage.
With advantage. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's good. I like that.
What is it?
So that one's going to be, well, that was a 16.
Oh.
And yeah, so we'll take the 16. You said persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion.
16 plus 8. So what's that, 24?
Jesus.
Wow.
24.
24.
It worked out.
Well, because my persuasion's high anyways.
That's right, yeah, you've got expertise on it.
Poor Harry's not going to be able to stand up against him.
So, yeah, that's a successful, successful persuasion. Yeah, Harry agrees to go ahead and lay down the fat beats for Kanye for the benefit of the city.
Of the city.
Yeah, Harry cares about the city. It's his customers.
It's true. That is true.
It's his fans that come to watch him play. So he is convinced.
You know, maybe he can get a new audience group, too, from this. Possibly.
Probably not the audience.
That he wants. Armit, I thank you from the bottom of me salty heart.
Harry nods his head.
I had to keep it up. I had to keep it up. Alright, so.
So Kanye will agree to lend his forces to the attack. And for the attack, Harry also will... so the attack squad that will move into the compound will be you guys. Colombo is going to come with you.
Okay. What is he going to be attacking? Like, what is his class if he's going to be doing...
Colombo?
Yeah.
He's a fighter.
He is a... Okay,
Yeah,
just
he's a
curious.
fighter, yeah. He actually has a battle axe at his hip.
Okay.
So that he uses. Okay, so it'll be you guys, Colombo, Harry Sterling is going to join you as well on the strike force.
Okay.
Kanye reluctantly decides to stay behind and fight the good fight at the front gates, so he will
Okay.
not be joining.
That's a
He will
relief.
not be joining you. Which is too bad because he's got beef with Thomas Cruise. So.
Yeah, well, they've been sending tweets
Yeah,
at
back
each
and
other,
forth,
you know, the
just-
birds.
Yeah, back and forth.
So,
And that's what the squad is. But as you guys are kind of discussing what the plan is going to be, Juan steps up and he says, I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna save Giuliani. So Juan wants to come with you guys as well. He's got his little daggers ready to go.
if Juan dies, I swear to God.
He has to redeem himself.
No, I'm okay with Juan coming. I like Juan. It's
I do
everybody
too.
else hates Juan.
No, I know you hate him.
So
Yeah, Colombo's like, damn it, Juan!
it's Juan trips.
We
and
wouldn't
stabs.
have to rescue Giuliani if you hadn't fucked it up in the first place.
Yeah.
So mean to Juan.
All right.
So that's kind of the plan for the next day. The idea
So this is evening, and we're gonna get some.
Yeah, you guys are talking in
sleep
the
and-
evening, so you'll be
We all
fully
need to
refreshed.
Do we all need to roll for our stuff? So
Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll basically, you guys are going to sleep for the night, and then early next morning you will be the strike, essentially. So go ahead and you've got your 3d20.
Oh,
Luck of
that's
the
right. I
Irish.
forgot. I didn't
Pass
use
your
my. You know, I
arrows.
didn't use my advantage. Remember,
Yeah.
I didn't use
Both
my
you and Morgue have
advantage, or not advantage.
inspiration. So Morgue, you still have your inspiration from.
My inspiration is a salt shaker. that is my inspiration because I'm the streamer and I'm salty. What would you like for your inspiration?
don't you know me at all? Can't you just pick something that would be for me? Okay, roll for my arrows.
So should we explain what they're doing?
Oh yeah, so Catzi has an item called Luck of the
Four?
Irish.
What is this dice? I don't understand.
It's all.
It's chewed up. Why would you give me a chewed up dice?
It's not shoot up; it's just old.
You can use a different
Use a
one.
different die if you want.
You can't have my dice, but you can use. Anyways,
Anyway, so Catzi has an item called Luck of the Irish that generates basically once per long rest. She rolls 3d20 and takes whichever die roll she wants, actually. She technically doesn't have to take the highest, but her class doesn't really benefit from taking a lower
yeah.
die roll.
15.
15, not bad. While Morg, on the other hand, has a quiver that generates magical arrows every day. What did you end up rolling?
A concussion.
A concussion arrow?
Yeah.
How many
what are
arrows do
those
you...
do? I'm sorry, 2. I get 2 arrows. What do those do? It's
Right, but you can't
1d4.
have more than 10 total of...
Oh,
so how many arrows do you have in your quiver?
I don't know.
Probably
Well,
10.
you rolled a 6
Oh,
the other
last
day.
time I did. Okay, so I only used.
You used 2 of them, didn't you?
Yeah.
You
well,
used a fire arrow, and I don't know what else you used. Acid?
No, I didn't.
Because you got 2 of each, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because you rolled the best you
Yeah.
could last time. No, I was just trying to remember.
So you used a fire arrow. Did you use anything else, though?
No, because everybody yelled at me. I couldn't throw fireball
Yeah,
at everybody.
Fireball is gonna.
Well, yeah, she was going to catch us on fire. Fucking
No, don't use that.
Catzi and I are standing there, and she's like, I'm going to use this great big huge explosive arrow. And I'm like, can you not? Please?
I think I used a frost. I know, you're right. I think I used a fire and a frost.
Okay.
Fire and a frost arrow. Okay, so you got 2 concussion arrows?
Yeah, so
They
now
basically...
I'm 4.
They do a stun. If they
Which
fail...
could be handy.
Yeah. So they do their regular damage and then potentially stun the enemy.
He's
He's laying on all of my papers. He's being a
He loves
butt
paper.
face. Right.
I don't have any special.
No, you don't have you. The item that you have is the something of reverse failure or success.
Oh.
When you roll a 1, it makes it a 20 once
Yeah.
per day,
Mhm.
and you also have the lion tooth necklace.
Yeah.
So you can give in combat everybody a 1d4
That's right.
bonus to their attacks for
Okay.
1d4 rounds.
Okay.
Don't forget that you have that armor that
Yep.
every-
I don't
Short rest.
when you
and
get a
roll
killing
anything
blow,
yet.
you get the
8
extra
HP.
points. Yep,
1d8.
1d8.
Oh, do I get to roll? I get to roll it, don't I?
Yeah,
That's
you roll
right.
the 1d8.
Okay. It's only once, though, right?
Hmm?
Is it only once?
No.
It's constantly.
It's, anytime you get a killing blow, it's a 1d8
1d8
temporary hit points to you, yeah.
But no
It's
more
kind of like
than...
a warlock.
no
more
more
than
than
8 maximum.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if I take, say, 3 damage and I roll a 4, I still only get 8. Like, if I was at max.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you wake up the next morning, fairly early. You hear just the beautiful melody of Harry waking you up. It's a very gentle. Oh, you wake up.
It's what I want for my
peaceful.
alarm clock.
It is, yeah. It really is. It's very peaceful. You all get up in the morning. Downstairs in the Rainbow Bridge, you see a lot of Kanye's posse with him currently.
It is a posse, huh?
It's a posse.
It's
yeah.
a posse.
They are armed with fucking crossbows. Just crossbows galore, basically. Heavy crossbows, light crossbows.
They don't even need armor. They've got crossbows.
They've got crossbows.
On.
You see them just kind of like.
And they're holding them on the
Yeah,
side.
they hold them on the side. You see a lot of them kind of open their pants up and just stuff it in there.
Stuff it.
Put their shirt over. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of The Wire, so I'm really up.
That's
on,
why you're
on this stuff right now. It's a great show, by the way. So Kanye's crew is down there. You see that pretty much all of the guards that Colombo has available to him are down there in the lobby. And a lot of kind of really weak-looking resistance fighters with some clubs and whatnot. They don't really look super intimidating, but they're
about the
ready
dwarf?
to assist.
What about the dwarf?
You do see MC Hamar.
MC Hamar.
He's juggling some hammers in the corner.
He's getting
yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
Is he dancing while he's doing it?
Yeah,
He's
of course.
Doing the
he's just doing the shuffle back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, as he's juggling shit.
throws a hammer up in the air, shuffles one way.
Catches. McFlanagan is there. He's trying to sell shit.
And clearly not coming to fight with us.
He's walked up to Kanye and goes, "I got a fucking deal for you."
I feel like Kanye is the one person he can't.
You can't screw over.
Yeah.
I am not going to be a business partner with Kanye.
Yeah, let's go have a. Should we have a talk with McFlanagan? Whoa.
Hang on, you don't really know this guy very well.
Do you see his posse back there?
Looks like a mean crew. Well, McFlanagan could use some new guards.
That's
so,
true. His guards did get killed.
He did lose a few.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sin's jealous.
Crono didn't even. He scraped the fucking lasagna as much as. Oh, I hate you.
I understand.
Fucking hell.
It was tasty though, Sin. It
That
was.
sort of came out of nowhere.
Sin said that he was catching up on Twitter and saw that Morgue made lasagna.
Oh.
I wonder if he was raised correctly, if he would eat the food that was given to him.
I had an eating disorder.
He had an eating disorder.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Would you make fun of anemics?
Yes, I would.
Anemics. Anorexics. That's what I meant, not anemics. I mean, I guess you could make fun.
You don't have iron in your blood. Yeah.
Throw girders
what
at
was your
him.
eating disorder?
Somehow this always comes back to my parenting.
My mom made me eat everything. She didn't care.
My father did too.
So if you don't like raisins, eat raisins.
You like you?
Eat raisins.
Jesus.
What was your eating disorder?
Mother?
I like granola bars.
What was his eating disorder?
Well, it isn't, and it's
It's not
Stickler
really an eating
syndrome.
Oh, okay. So it's not an eating disorder. It's
Oh, it
something
is
that we
an
made
eating
up for
disorder.
Crono so that he could feel like a special little snoop.
She's never gonna get
Gotcha.
it.
I technically had that too, didn't I?
Yeah, but you.
A very mild.
Well, you do have it, but fortunately, it hasn't affected you in the same.
I'm perfect, by the way, stream.
All right.
Anyways.
So as you see, Harry Sterling is downstairs, ready to go. He is holding the scabbarded bastard sword, and he walks over to Ozzy, the paladin, and he takes a knee, and he holds the blade out
Oh.
towards you to gift you his sword.
Fine.
You don't want the sword?
No, I'll take it.
Because it's a magical fucking sword.
Is it?
Yes, it's
I
a
will take
magical
it.
fucking sword.
It's just like, yeah!
He tells you that it's an ancient and magical blade from his land, blessed by the Riverdance King himself.
The Riverdance King.
Yes.
Wow.
Just, yeah.
You better take that sword.
Do you have a name for the Riverdance King? Out of curiosity, did we get that deep into the lore?
If you could give me a moment. Yes.
I'm just curious what his name is.
I have a name. Anyhow, while I'm looking up the name, so the sword is called the Riverdance. And the blade is it's a +1 keen greatsword.
Wow.
And I need you to anytime you receive or you successfully critical with it, I need you to let me know.
Oh, okay.
Because you're gonna break out in song and dance.
Start tapping and I decapitate someone.
The spirit of the River King comes upon you, and you just can't.
So Harry Sterling's god, the Riverdance. Go ahead and make a religion check if you would like.
I don't even think I have. She does.
Catzi does, I think.
Yeah.
I got a whole whopping 1.
Oh, I do have 2.
13.
13 total.
Yep.
Hang on. I do have a 2.
I do too.
10, 12. There you go.
21, bitch.
21, Jesus.
There we go.
More
Do I
for
do this
some
too?
fucking bizarre
Don't even
morgue
worry.
nailed a 20.
Don't worry about
so
it.
Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
okay.
For some bizarre fucking reason, in some random historical book that she once read, she knows that the Riverdance god, the Riverdance king, is known as Michael Flatley.
That's interesting.
He's the god of frivolity and dance, celebrated for his joys. Many bards worship, elven bards usually, worship,
At the altar of
yes, at the altar of
Michael
Michael.
Flatley.
Alright.
I'm so glad I asked. I really am. Makes my
He's
night.
he was also known to walk amongst man as the most exceptional bard that has ever roamed the earth. So he is a famous god and a patron of bards, and of course our good friend Harry Sterling's patron.
It's almost as if Harry Sterling channels him.
He channels him.
Isn't it?
This is it.
Yeah.
Ani pokes her head out of your bag.
I
Hey,
haven't
honey.
seen her in a while.
And she kind of glances over at Harry Sterling and goes, and then pops her head back in.
Anything we should know,
Hey,
honey?
Ani.
No.
Ani.
She pops her head back out and goes, I got a thing.
I got
I got a thing.
Is Harry a demon, Ani?
Ani puts her head back in.
Is Harry a demon, Ani?
You see the flap of it is kind of opened, and you can see her eyes glowing as they're looking out. The light catches them.
Is
Which
Harry a
means
demon,
you
Ani?
should cease and desist with Ani.
Hey, Ani.
leave Ani alone.
Harry a demon? Do you know that demon?
So you have a new sword now.
Yay.
Fucking
Gifted by
plus
your-
1 keen.
+1 keen.
That's-
Gifted by your good friend Harry. Oh, you've got a fucking +1
I
keen.
do. I have plus 1 keen as well. Correct.
wish I had a fucking +1 keen.
No, no. It's just that with her fucking damage that she puts
yeah,
out,
she does
like
put out a lot of damage. That's true.
I'm excited for this. Like I am ready for her to behead some motherfuckers.
Honey, you have great weapon fighting, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that great weapon fighting allows you, when you crit, to take another attack, or kill an enemy to take another attack?
Wait, weapon focus or weapon fighting? Because I have focus.
Is the feat?
Yeah.
You took the feat, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure.
That's the one where you reroll a 1 or a 2?
No,
That's what focus is.
Okay, so you didn't take the feat. What feat did you end up taking?
Greater weapon focus.
No.
Yeah.
You mean Great Weapon Master? On your turn when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon?
No.
Reduce a creature to 0 hit points. You can make one melee weapon attack as a bonus action, and it also allows you to take -5 to the attack roll, and if you hit, +10 to attack damage.
Oh, yeah. I have both.
You have both. Okay. Well, going forward, you should remember that when you do score a hit or kill a creature,
I do know that. I have taken note of that.
I don't remember you ever doing that.
Because I probably never wanted to.
I was gonna say, she's definitely killed people before, though.
No, she
Yeah,
has.
I crit.
I want that ability.
It's a bonus action, though.
Because I've killed some
It
bitches,
is
too.
bonus
You
action.
take an extra bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So you're using your bonus actions on other turns, is what you're saying? Or on other things?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never wanted to do that like that. So, hey, I'm gonna give my other greatsword to fucking Flanagan,
McFlanagan?
and I'm gonna tell him to put it in my room. Don't let anyone touch it, because I want to keep it, but I don't want anyone to use it.
This is putting a lot of faith in
I know.
Flanagan.
McFlanagan
Well,
kind of looks at you.
But
and is
McFlanagan
like,
is afraid of her. I mean,
Well, that's true. He is frightened of
Do you
her.
know who I fucking am?
You know who I am?
I could sell this fucking thing.
Are you going to?
No.
Because I'm coming back.
do you want to show the stream?
I tweeted it.
Oh, did you?
There's
Okay.
something special about my sword that I want to keep, and I will know if you sold it and put a fake one in there.
That's a lot of trouble to go through.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
What's so special about it?
None of your
Don't
business.
even worry about it.
Okay.
It's nothing that's worth anything.
Hey, Saji.
Okay.
So, you put it in my room and lock the door.
And
Lock the door.
about that time, Aelin steps down from upstairs, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Dearest sister, were you gonna leave me behind?"
Of course not. We were just letting you sleep a little longer. I was just on my way to get you.
I think you're lying, dearest sister.
No, they might lie to you, but I am your dearest sister, and I would not have left without you.
That's because you're my dearest
That's
sister.
right. You've been very good to me over the years. And recently you've
He
saved
pulls out his
me.
sword. Everybody in the room kind of moves back.
Moves, yeah.
And he's like, "Let us go!"
As he gets it stuck in the...
Yeah, it's in the ceiling.
But it's his enthusiasm that's important.
I almost feel like your brother should have been a bard. Instead of a... He's a fighter, right?
He's fine.
He's a...
Well, you might be able to do that too.
He's a battle master.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a battle master.
Oh my god.
What did I tell you?
That's where the
That's
using
what
his
the hustle
ability
is.
to give...
to
that's,
give you guys some.
That's where that
bonus
comes from.
bonus attacks. Yeah,
I
that's where
should
that
have...
comes from.
Should have known that.
See, so we really need for him to be with us.
Aelin will also join your squadron.
Yes. So we're ready to go.
So you guys are ready to roll.
Yep.
I don't really have a halfling figurine. for-
Stag, he's a battle master. In what world?
In the world of Kanye.
Yeah. For those of you who missed it, we have Kanye with us.
Ian is the battle master.
All right.
And you guys
so-
missed me talking like a pirate, but I am going to highlight it, so.
All right. So we've got Catzi, we've got Mom, we've got Void, Morgue. This will be
We
Aelin,
want to put that up.
Colombo,
You can't really see him.
and Juan. And I need Harry Sterling.
Is it not focusing?
Poor little
No,
blue
it
one.
started to a little bit. I can't tell because I'm not wearing my glasses, so it all looks blurry to me.
Yeah, it's
so-
not focusing for some reason.
Your
Well, I
hand
don't
is...
have anything for Harry fucking
Boy, it
Sterling.
doesn't like them for some reason.
So
Yeah,
we
it
will.
doesn't.
I don't know
use
why.
that. So together, you guys, your party strikes out. You guys are almost like a Fellowship of the Rings now.
We are. Look at it.
Yes.
We probably look pretty impressive walking down the street.
You probably do, and you make sure you do it in slow motion as you
Yeah.
guys leave the inn.
Well, I was going to say, is Harry
Yeah.
Sterling playing us out?
Yeah.
He's like...
Everybody's peeking through their
You guys are going really slow.
It's the Armageddon.
Yes.
The Armageddon thing.
The Armageddon, yeah.
As you guys are leaving the inn in slow motion, the guys behind you are like, "Can they go any?"
Don't ruin our entrance.
McFlanagan's like, "Can you just give it to them?
Take my sword upstairs.
They're gonna go fucking throw themselves on spears. They're gonna die."
Leave it to McFlanagan to encourage us
Yeah,
as
it's
we
very
go.
inspirational.
Hey, he's already got our money, so...
That's true. He's like, "I'll own 100% of this fucking store then. Good luck.
Could really use that airship
Let's
right
start
about now.
remodeling." So you guys head out with your force to the nobles district where the alchemologist's compound is. You guys are actually familiar with the place because you were there before, a long time ago. You guys move out as a giant force, and as you guys are moving closer towards it, one of Colombo's scouts moves in to you guys and basically lets you all know that the alchemologists have left the compound, so it's open and ready for you guys to basically
Really?
go in. Well, a huge contingent of them anyhow. Their main force has left the compound to go raid,
Oh, okay.
which leaves it open for you guys to basically go in and try to attack them head on. The scout says didn't see Thomas Cruise anywhere, so the only assumption is their leader is
Still in
directing things from right inside the compound. Colombo tells you that inside the compound they were able to make it towards the manor itself, but never actually assault it.
Did you say why? Just because too many people?
Yeah, there was too many people before, but now with the majority of the alchemologists roaming about the city, the assumption is that they should be able to attack it. Plus, we've got a sizable force here, and you guys are more than qualified. He does tell you that they were able to burn down several of the buildings. So the buildings that you guys stumbled across before, the Chosen and the Unchosen, those buildings, said he burned them down. They burned down a ton of the garden. So they certainly took it.
That poor gardener.
Yeah.
Poor...
Herb.
Yeah, Herb.
Herb, yeah.
Is he dead? Did Herb...
Colombo's unsure how to answer that question.
Oh my god, Herb. Because I don't think Herb knew what he was doing.
No, he's just gardening.
He's just gardening.
This is gardening.
That poor
He
guy.
watched you guys kill several of them. It was just like,
He's like fertilizer. Yeah.
it's kind of like gravy in a way.
Exactly, poor Gravy.
Poor
Oh my
gravy.
god. Alright. Anyways, sorry. I just remembered
Yeah,
Herb.
just remembered Herb, good old Herb from the garden.
So,
So as you guys approach the gates, you spot still a sizable force of alchemologists standing in front of it. Probably a good 20 or 30 of them just kind of standing guards about the front gate area, kind of talking. A couple of them patrolling back and forth. You guys are standing like within just a side alleyway essentially, and Kanye's forces move around to another side, so you're able to simultaneously attack as one unit, essentially.
pincer attack.
Yeah, pincer attack.
I
So,
have a thing that could help.
what do you have?
My entangle.
You're entangled?
Because we're out away and it's just them.
You are. Colombo says save that for when we're inside the compound. Because that part's not really, unless you really want to join in on that fight.
Yeah, we're not going to be
Anyway.
doing... We're supposed to be a...
They're the distraction, you're the strike.
And
You're
we're
the strike
sneaking
team.
in then while they're keeping them occupied.
Basically, yeah. So
Okay.
the two groups go and engage the split forces between the two sides of the gate of the compound, and as soon as they're engaged, Colombo basically real dramatically gesturing for you guys to go.
But we're not moving in slow motion anymore.
No, not this time. You guys start sprinting towards it. Aelin starts going.
I I would love to see if like some of the alchemologists are like,
What's that guy doing?
fuck?
Is that George Clooney? What's he doing? You guys sprint towards, basically right towards the gates, and right in between where the fighting is happening. A couple of the alchemologists spot you guys moving into it and start turning to attack you, but you see Kanye just come up and go and pop one in the head and just goes, Kanye. And steps over and just starts reloading.
Well, he turned out to be rather helpful.
You move up to the gate, but the gates are locked with a giant padlock in front of you. And before you can pull out your thieves' tools, assuming that you're gonna have to take care of this, MC Hammer comes up and he's like, just takes his warhammer and bashes the fucking chain off, dropping it to the ground, pushes it open, and just goes, move, move, move. Your strike force moves into the compound, and you can see a lot of the. You're right. A lot of the garden. Colombo is right. A lot of the garden is just burned to a crisp. A lot of the trees are just skeletons of what they were before. You don't even really need to use the road because there's no foliage
There's no path
anymore.
anymore, it's just-
Yeah. In the distance, you can kind of see the crumbled buildings that you guys had seen before. So you guys start moving your way through the garden, the burned garden, and out of the corner of your eye, you spot a figure slowly digging a hole.
I was gonna say, is it Herb?
It's her.
Oh, Herb!
He's slowly digging a hole, and he's got some new plants just sitting next to him that he's picking up very gingerly and just going. He puts it in. And he kind of glances up and goes, ah!
He's a very dedicated gardener.
Keeps planting. So, good old Herb is working on that garden still. As you guys start moving towards the buildings, go ahead and make some perception checks for me, please. Ooh.
Very nice.
I'm liking this dice tonight. Getting good hits with the dice.
I am too, actually.
Rolling pretty strong.
Do you need to come around here?
Yeah, that's alright.
Perception.
I just need a shell of a building, basically, because most of it is just fucking burned down.
Oh, dear.
Burned! Burned!
Thank you. That's very, very precise.
Isn't that
Very
fantastic?
Yeah.
amazing.
Alright, what do we got for perception checks?
20. Not a nat 20, just 20.
Thank God.
23.
23?
Wow.
You're a cheater. Honey?
9.
11.
11.
I'm looking at the clouds.
Hey, that one looks like a soul.
You're looking back at Herb and you're like, he's doing a great job.
She wants to go
I
help.
just would like to hire him. So, what is our marching order? Who's out in front?
Aelin.
Probably. No!
You can be up front with me.
Catzi?
Yeah.
Alright, Catzi's out in the lead.
Okay.
Who are the extra people we have with us? The dwarf and Harry?
So,
Oh, that's right. Let's put the dwarf up front, too.
You have Juan and you have Harry Sterling.
Where's Hammer?
Hammer's not coming with you.
Oh, okay.
Hammer broke the gate.
And then
open
he's
for
staying
you, and
back.
then he
Oh,
Okay.
and then he turned to throw his hammer at one of the alchemologists.
That's unfortunate because he would be great for the front line. Well, what about... Wait, did Colombo come with us or no?
Colombo's with you, yeah.
He's a fighter, right?
Colombo should.
Colombo out front. Where is the rest of our marching order? Morgue, where would you like to
I'll be back.
back? Aelin.
Aelin can be in the middle.
Where do you want to be?
I'll take the middle with... Because I like to follow her around because she distracts him and then I come up behind him and fucking stab him, so...
Yeah, I'll be with my brother.
Maybe put
Be with your brother.
blood on the
I
dagger.
saw.
Oh, did you? Nice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's your mini.
I never clean my
Okay,
daggers.
so that leaves one
Makes it that much more
in
intimidating.
back. I have the feeling that Harry Sterling would probably prefer to be up
There's a really
close.
cool red
That back
shader
one's not up either. It's
I
not
know,
up
but
there.
it's not.
Okay.
Where does Harry want to be?
Oh, Harry's gonna chill on the edge here.
Where does he want to be?
Yeah.
Well, he's
just-
kind of
should
our
he be in the
inspiration.
back?
He plays
So
it.
you
Yeah,
think
he's
he
he's
should-
playing us in. I like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So your group starts moving forward, and as you're moving forward, you,
don't know.
at least Morgue and AW,
Actually, that's not too bad. Sorry, go ahead.
is it good? Start spotting
Oh.
as figures begin to emerge from
Are they the fucking translucents?
the translucent.
Oh,
He's mad.
You're mad.
he's so mad.
Poor guy.
Okay, let's go.
Lyric makes a charisma check to send the fighter running inside, sword flailing.
Gotta try out my new sword.
I don't have multiples of these minis, so I'm just going to use the one, and then the others are going to be, the others are going to
The
be
same.
these. Yeah, the
Okay.
same. So as you guys are making your way towards the runes, you spot, and the manor is basically up through this way here.
Okay.
Through the ruins of the buildings, you spot as figures start pulling through the rubble, and you can tell that it's still smoldering, it's still smoking from a couple of days ago. And emerging from the burned ruins are just completely melted alchemologist bodies
Oh, good.
that
It's because their heads haven't been taken off.
they haven't been healed, it seems, and are coming.
Well, they've been
Out.
smoldering,
Yeah.
so they haven't healed.
So how dangerous are they?
They still do have their, they have some short swords as their weapons. You notice that most of them, their bandoliers are pretty much empty, so they don't really have any flasks, or the flasks that are in there are broken and shattered. And they start coming out towards you guys. They're not talking now. Most of their
Yeah.
mouths are just fucking burned together. And as they step through the runes, I mean, you can see their skin just sliding off and cracking and breaking.
Ooh.
Initiative.